All right, welcome to the first episode of the Gentleman Club podcast. I'm with my co-hosts right now, King and Salmon. We have another one. His name's Kieran, but he's busy right now.
Oh shit, yeah, he not here.
All right, so today we're just gonna be talking about our lives. This is the first time we've ever done anything like this, and if you guys are fans of us, you know that we're incredibly unprofessional. So we're gonna try to keep a professionality level to this, but I don't know how that's gonna go. So keep in mind we have Salmon in here, and he's the most unpredictable human being to ever exist. So we'll
That
see.
is facts.
This
Yeah,
shit's gonna go sideways really quickly.
This shit's like by episode 10 or whatever, we're gonna fucking be in prison. But all right, all right, guys, introduce yourselves.
Well, my name is Salmon. I am slightly retarded, maybe on the higher side of retarded. And yeah, what's up, guys?
Okay,
right.
hello, I am King. My channel is King's Nerd Cave. I am a moderate-looking white male of commonality, and I don't know, I'm bad at introductions, so let's just do this.
Yeah, we're all white. It's not a race thing, I swear. But we are. Even Kieran. We didn't plan this when we started it, but here we are. Anyway, so we're just gonna go in a circle, introduce ourselves, like heavily talk about our lives and how we got into YouTube. So, would you guys want me to start first?
Yeah, we gotta get the depressing story out of the way first, don't we?
My life's pretty sad, so this is like gonna be a different type of vibe for me that you guys usually know, not the dick jokes that you're used to. But I'm 50. I just turned 18 today.
Happy birthday.
Yeah,
Happy
thank
birthday,
you.
man.
Thank you. These are my best friends. These are really close friends of mine. We're at the Gentleman Club, obviously. If you guys don't know what that is, about a year ago, me and Kieran met. I was introduced to King. I found Salmon in the dark web of internet, like on the middle of YouTube. He had like 10 subs. I messaged Salmon, and then, we got him up to 100, and then he started playing with us, and we all clicked very well. So we had this idea for the Gentleman Club, which is this brand, pretty much our baby. We all put like 100% effort into this thing. We're really excited to get it going. Even Kieran, that he's not here, which is a horrible look for what I'm saying. 100% effort, but one of our main hosts is not here. Yeah, he has an editing job that we can't really, he has to get shit done because the people he works for. So pretty much when I was about 12 years old, I had a pretty basic life from then on, just childhood and shit, but when I was about 12 years old, shit went sideways. My parents got divorced, and then I lived with my mom before that. Obviously, they were still married, but there was like a 4-year gap where they were in different states. They weren't around each other, and this is not my biological mom. This was the person I lived with for most of my life, but she's not my biological mom. We'll get into that in a bit. But I live with her. My parents officially got divorced, and then shit went sideways. My mom got too busy with work. She was an accountant, and then I had to move up here with my dad. So pretty much, I moved in with my dad and my stepmom. And my stepmom and her daughter were evil, like completely evil. Like, guys, get this shit, all right? I was 12, and this bitch was like 9, and she had a phone before I was. I was allowed to have a phone until I was 14. This bitch had a phone when she was 9. So
That's bad.
So pretty much around this time, I had my laptop, and I got into YouTube. I got heavily into YouTube. Back when GTA was like popping back then, the glitches and shit. I got to meet some pretty cool YouTubers. Mad Fun Gaming. You guys are not going to know these, but you will know this one probably. Lispy Jimmy. I became pretty decent friends with Lispy Jimmy. We made glitch videos or whatever. He's a piece of trash now, but whatever. So we did that, and then I got hooked on YouTube immediately. I mean, like, I'm a sophisticated guy when it comes to it, but YouTube, like, from that point forward, from that day when I was 12, like, it was literally the update of GTA, Ill-Gotten Gains Part 2. I just immediately was hooked. I loved everything. I loved the editing process. I loved uploading myself to YouTube and making somebody's day. Obviously, it's not as vulgar as it is now, because now we're adults and I can say shit, but, like, back then, it was pretty fucking great. I mean, like, I was at the height of the Minecraft Let's Plays, dude. Like, Hunger Games. You guys remember that shit? Minecraft Hunger Games?
Oh yeah.
The
Yeah.
original,
Definitely.
the original Battle Royale that nobody
Yep.
ever mentions.
That was the day. Those were the days.
Those were fucking great. I played Minecraft Hunger Games with a bunch of my buddies, and then I was pretty much, I was a gameplay YouTuber. And then 13 hit, 14 hit, and a guy that you might have heard of called Leafy is Here fucking popped off. All right. I started making commentary videos, a lot of commentary videos. That's when I found my thing. That's when I found comedy. That's when I found the vulgar jokes and how they click really well. They have edgy shit, the edgelord that we are. Like, that's when I found out how big of a market it was back then. I'd make rant videos on everybody. Fuck, I made a rant video on King once. Like, I know King actually made a rant video on me too.
Yeah, we're even
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, so pretty much that was my thing. And I turned 15. got a girlfriend. First girlfriend ever. I was with this bitch for 2 years. And don't call me sexist in the comments for calling her bitch. It's just in my usual vocabulary. I'm sorry. So pretty much, we were just chilling, and then shit got toxic real fast. And then my dad's mental state got horrible, like horrible bad. My dad started to drink a lot more. Keep in mind, around this time when I was 14, me and my dad moved away from this evil stepmom because my dad finally realized she was awful to me. So we moved into my house with my grandma for a while until my dad got back on his feet. My dad slipped into alcohol and then substance abuse for a really long time. And I couldn't really tell because my first girlfriend, you know what I mean? Like I fell in love. I was young. Love, and when you're young, doesn't click really well. I was focused on schools. I was focused on YouTube. I academically was doing great. My like social life was fucking prospering more than it ever has. But my home life, I didn't take much attention to it because in my eyes, I couldn't really I couldn't do anything about my dad's alcohol abuse, and I didn't really notice it either. Like I just thought like this is normal. So pretty much me and my girlfriend hung out one day, and my dad texted me about 15 and a half, the summer when I was 15 and a half. And he texted me and he said, "Hey, don't come in my room." And I didn't think anything of it. I was like, okay, he's just sleeping for work. I was at my girlfriend's house all day. Keep in mind, my grandma didn't touch on him. He's an adult man. Nobody said anything. Next day, I woke up to crying. My dad killed himself. My girlfriend called her, everything. Like everything went sour, right? My life just took a fucking hit, like the biggest hit it can. And then, not shortly after that, my dad's suicide. My mom died, the one that raised me. And then, not shortly after that, my 6-month-old brother died. So my entire family was getting killed off pretty much. And then I was alone. You know, I was vulnerable. So like when you are in a school system, a public school system at least, anything that happens, everybody will know. And I'm in a small town. So this amount of news that happened about everybody I know dying, like fucking took a shockwave. And then I developed a lot of mental issues. Not like crazy shit. Like I'm not psychotic or anything like that, but like blockade. I went numb pretty much. There's a giant fucking term for it, but I went numb to pain. And then I went numb to love, and I went numb to laughter. I was literally just a walking shell of a fucking person. I mean, obviously, you lost your parents. You lost everything you knew. You were treated like shit most of your life. Then I quit YouTube for a while, for about 2 years. So, around this time, me and my ex got terribly, terribly toxic because I didn't know how to handle a relationship. I'm going through a lot of fucking pain. I'm putting all my baggage on this bitch because, like, you know, I had no one else. So I just figured that's the way to go. We broke up. I got arrested. I had a pending felony charge for about 6 months. I'm not going to tell why because it's not really the business to put online, but I had a pending felony charge for about 6 months. Finally, charges got cleared. I had to leave and go live with my aunt during these pending felony charges. I was grounded for 6 fucking months, literally no TV. I was in a basement with a mattress on the floor reading Harry Potter books for 6 months straight, focusing on school. Then I got ungrounded. Charges were dropped.Moved back to my grandma's house. About this time, everybody's still pretty fresh to dad's suicide. So it was a melancholy feeling. Like everybody didn't really know how to react to it. And then, you know, my mom passed. And then everybody down there that I lost contact with, like all those states away, I lost contact with that entire family. Everybody. I lost contact with my family up here because nobody knew how to approach me. Like this kid, holy fuck, he looks like he's in an episode of Game of Thrones. You know what I mean? Like everybody just died immediately. So nobody knew how to approach me or talk to me about it. So I had to literally build myself up from ground. Like, you know how most people have their parents or friends to talk to? I didn't. I got out of this relationship and it was toxic. I had no one. I didn't have friends. I had nothing. So pretty much I was just alone. And then, you know, shortly, but, you know, like it took about a year and a half by the time I was 16 to close to 17. You know, I took that time to work on my mental health and really fix my anger. We called it red carding when I'd get mad because I'd get so fucking angry. I fixed it. And then on one summer night when I was 17, I met this beautiful human being named Kieran Games. Immediately clicked with him on impact. Immediately clicked with him. And this is the point where I'm going to tell you guys about the Gentleman Club and how it became such a massive part of my life. Yeah, this is sad too. So I met Kieran. Kieran introduced me to King. And then I went on YouTube and I found Salmon. Me and Salmon clicked first, like immediately. Like it was like a fucking vibe. It was like with everybody though. We all clicked immediate. Like whether we were in the group situation or just one on one, we all clicked pretty much fucking instantly. And then we started recording together. And some of our funniest videos you guys have seen are with the Gentleman Club because we give such a good fucking vibe off each other. Well, I got another relationship. Not gonna say names. Fuck that bitch. But we got another relationship. We broke up. You know, YouTube's been pretty sturdy. There was no fucking blockade. There was nothing bad happening until this breakup. You know, COVID hit, everything. Breakup happened. Salmon fucking died for 3 months out of nowhere. I don't know what the hell happened to him. Salmon died.
Disappeared, man.
Yeah.
Salmon fucking disappeared till about 2 weeks ago. So Salmon died. You know, we had this pending Gentleman Club idea for a really long time. We all set the foundation for this Gentleman Club. I put the floor down, they put the fucking pillars up, and we just built it up as we went. Like we were Amish builders. Like it was just fucking going and going. And we had to put a pin in that shit because I got really big in substance abuse and alcohol, just like my dad did. Well, King and Karen did not like that one fucking bit.
Nope.
They weren't gonna put up with that shit. Like I called them one night and I was drunk. And I was sober enough to remember what happened. Keep in mind, around me, I have yes men in my real life. You know, like a lot of people don't tell you when you're in high school, those people, you're just in a situation. You guys would not be friends outside of that situation. They're just in your class. That's why you're friends. People don't warn you about that. So when COVID hit and you're not in high school anymore, you lose friends. And then you just, you know, you hang out with people just to hang out with people. There's no bond anymore. It's just drinking in like high school. But I drank too much. I drank every day. Like every day for 2 months. And then Karen and King called me. And then Karen set my big ass down and said the most thoughtful thing I've ever heard in my fucking life. It was the first time I've really ever felt like a light was shined on, like to me. Like I actually felt cared for by King and Karen. And that moment, I felt loved by something else. And I realized like, okay, I might have lost all these fucking people. I might have lost these girlfriends. I might have lost my parents. But I have really good fucking friends. They weren't going to let me drink. And I quit that day. And that was hard.
Good.
But I made my goddamn promise to Karen. He sat there for an hour and we had a deep talk, which is not, you know, public information, but we did. King said he was going to kick my ass, shove like a bar stool up that shit. Like it was bad. Salmon in this time was dead, so he was not in this conversation, but still Salmon and me have had sweet moments. He's going to fly. Yeah. There's a lot. They're sprinkled in there. It's like crack on fucking tables, you know, sprinkled in there randomly, but that happened. And then we launched this beautiful fucking idea called the Gentleman Club. And we said this podcast is going to be hilarious. And then Kieran said, won't we have to introduce ourselves? And then they all gritted their teeth and turned their head slowly to me. And I was like, shit, yeah, it's not going to be funny the first episode, is it? So that's my life.
So far, it's not.
That's my life. Mine's the most depressing besides Kieran's. But like, I wish she was here, though, because like me and King and Salmon had like ideal lives. Yeah. Like you're about to hear this. I want you to go back, listen to my story, then compare it to Salmon's. You're gonna be like, "What the fuck?" Because it shocks me, man. Anyway, that's my life. Well, I'm 50. Hold on 1 second. Don't worry about me. I'm completely fine. I have a really great support system here. I have really good friends, and we're gonna be successful one day together. We're riding this shit to the top. Right now, we are making moves. You guys don't even get to see the shit that one of us is doing, but. We're out there. We're making our names known. We're uploading content that you guys want to see. We're improving content you guys want to see. We're working as a fucking group effort, as friends, as business partners, and lovers to be the best that you guys want to see.
Yep.
Well, thank you for that, 50.
Definitely.
I know it's not always easy to talk about difficult life situations, but I'm sure your story could resonate with a lot of people, actually.
Well, you know, I think like there's a kid out there right now that watches our content. I mean, probably not Salmon's because he has 100 subs, but like there's a kid out there that watches.
Wow. That's hey, hard hit, man. I don't know why you did that.
I'm kidding. You have better content than me, but there's a kid out there that watches us because I don't know if everybody knows this, but we make videos with each other. So you guys know one of us from whoever's channel. Shut the fuck up.
Wait, we make videos with each other? I didn't know that.
What? Wow, no way.
Shit, that's a lucky kid if he knows that.
The sarcasm there was, oh, fuck. That kid's smart. He's not retarded, though. But, you know, he's out there. He has like a 4.0 GPA just because he can recognize voices and shit. It's definitely not Kieran. So pretty much.
I think that's Charlie Puth.
What the fuck? There's a kid out there. Okay, first off, sorry about this. Charlie Puth, how did he come into this?
Well, you said he's probably smart because he recognizes voices. Charlie Puth has that disorder where he can recognize musical hymns. So, like, if you just go, oh, he'll be like A flat or whatever. Like, he knows it exactly. So that's what it made me think of.
Why do you know so much shit about Charlie Puth?
That's
anyway.
the only thing I know about Charlie Puth.
Anyway, so there's a kid out there that's watching our content, and I want that kid, wherever the fuck he is, to be chilling and listen to my story I just said, and realize that I got out of that hole. I climbed that shit. Like, I climbed out of that fucking hole. I mean, yeah, there was some times in my life where I had to have friends, but at the end of the day, like, I'm the guy that you hear make these fucking funny jokes and videos and play Call of Duty and laugh with their friends, go to sleep at night, and I don't have any regrets. I'm the guy that closes their eyes happy every night. Unless Salmon ditches my calls for 6 fucking days. But, like, other than that, I go to bed every night happy. And that's just because I have a great support system. And we're making content for you. That one kid out there that smells like deer piss and wears Minecraft hoodies. You out there. Yeah, the one with long, greasy hair that's going down their fucking scalp with acne the size of goddamn Lizzo. We're making content for you, you fat bitch.
Okay, I don't think we should insult the fan base.
Awfully specific.
Who hurt you, 50? Who else has hurt you?
Lizzo did.
Okay.
I hate her music makes me cry. Anyway, King, your turn.
Oh, okay. I don't know how I can top dead family coming back with good friendship, but I will. Well, I can't. All right. I'm King. I'm a piece of shit. No, I'm not a piece of shit. Okay. I guess I will start from the beginning. May 12th. 2000. I won't name the specific hospital. All the nurses and all my mom's friends said she was having a girl, except for one. That friend said, you're having a boy. My mom and dad said they didn't care, they didn't want to know, they were going to be blessed no matter what. This is already sounding a lot happier than 50's story, I know.
Yeah, this is already better. This is like fairy tale level shit.
True.
My poor mother, they drugged her too much to where she couldn't feel not only not pain, but she couldn't feel her entire nether regions. And she was struggling to push me out. Like,
what's your mom's number?
Fuck off. And so she couldn't get me out, and so they had to take a little vacuum and they had to suck me out. And then when my little head popped out, my dad went, "It's a boy!" And then, from that day on, my parents said they have forever been blessed by God.
Yeah, guys. One of the big parts of his story is the fact that he sounds like a girl, but he looks like a boy, so.
Fuck you! That's not true. I just sound younger than I am. I'm 20. Well, we're in 2020, and I said I was born in 2000. Anyways, my life was simple.
Wait, you're 20?
Yes! Oh, no, are we doing this now?
Salmon, we're all adults. How did you not know this? We've known him for a fucking year.
Yeah,
Yes,
no,
I'm
but
20.
I never knew it was 20. I thought it was like 18. What the fuck?
Me and you were the
That's
youngest.
crazy.
Yeah, me and you were the youngest by a long shot.
You do
Anyway.
not look or sound 20.
That's what
crazy.
everyone
Holy shit.
says. Surprisingly, fun fact, on my mom's side of the family, everybody looks 10 to 20 years younger than they really are. Like, a lot of my aunts are in their 60s. You wouldn't think they're older than, like, 45. So hopefully that has rubbed off on me. Anywho, my childhood. I was an only child. I wasn't spoiled, but we did live comfortably, and my dad was able to work a very hard job. He's one of my heroes because he was able to support us while my mom stayed home and took care of me. I was a very shy child. I still am to some degree, but like when I was little, other than my parents, I would not open up to anybody. It wasn't until like first grade that I had like anyone I could call a friend. Like most kids in the class were just like, "Hi, Brandon." I'm like, "Hi." And then that was the end of the conversation. And it was an easy childhood, I would say. It just uneventful. I didn't like to go to parties. I didn't do slumber parties or sleepovers. I spent a lot of time alone. I was a big loner. I just had fun playing board games and building Legos and all that shit. So eventually I made some good friends, and then my best friend ditched me. And then we moved into schools. I made a new best friend. Then after 2 years, he ditched me. And then I swore off having best friends because they just all left me. So that there's a little sadness for you there. And so everyone would say, "Why am I not your best friend?" I'd be like, I just have good friends.
Your shit was like Disney Channel. Mine was like Lifetime. So.
This is a very inspirational good luck Charlie And so I guess I should move on to YouTube, otherwise I could bore you with childhood facts forever. Moving on to when I first got in touch. So this is kind of funny. When I was really little, like, like 6, 7, my parents got me a few different types of video games, but I never liked playing them because I was scared of like dying in them. And so I would always ironically watch my mom play video games. I'd ask her to play my games and I'd watch her play. And this was before YouTube. This is like 2007, before YouTube like fucking existed.
YouTube was invented in 2005, you dumb
Okay,
fuck.
well, before it was like, a big deal. Like YouTube wasn't a big deal till like 2010 when it was like, oh my gosh, this place is great. And the gamers, and there were no gamers, in 2007, really. And so I would watch my mom play video games. Then eventually my parents got me a Wii. I played the crap out of that thing, got really into video games, and it was a lot of fun. I realized video games are fun, and it's okay to not just watch people play them, but play them yourself. And I remember this. It was middle school. Let's see, 8th grade, middle school. And we were in gym class, and my friends were telling me, because we started playing Minecraft together, and I didn't really know much about the game. And they told me, they're like, you should watch this guy called Sky Does Minecraft. And I'm like, why? And they're like, he's on YouTube. I'm like, oh, you mean that video streaming service? And they're like, yeah. I probably didn't use big words like that, but...
I was going to say video streaming service. The fuck is this, Netflix?
Yeah. And they said, yeah, he's really funny. He plays Minecraft with a bunch of friends. And I said it right there. I'm like, who would want to watch someone play video games? They're like, just trust me, he's really funny. And so that day I went home, looked up Sky Does Minecraft. I clicked on Cops and Robbers. I think it was either number 11 or number 1, something like that. And I was hooked from the get-go. Watching Sky and his friends just play games and make jokes. It was hilarious. And so I started watching him, and I watched this really small guy called Johnny Nodoff. He actually made a resurgence a few months ago, so you can check him out still. And he was really inappropriate. Like, I did not tell my mom I was watching this guy. And it was just really weird. My eyes were open to this whole new world of these guys who just make videos, but it's like watching a comedian just chill and be barely any older than me. And I got really into it. And then one day I said, you know what? I'd like to try that, because they make me feel better on days when I'm sad. Watching them make me laugh and just give me those good feelings, especially when I didn't have people to hang out with. And so I said, if I could do that for somebody and like make them smile when they're having a bad day, that would be amazing. And so I got really into computer games, and so I had my parents buy me a laptop for my birthday. It was like $1,000. I started playing Diablo 3, which is by far my favorite game of all time. More on that at a future day. And I started playing that, started playing Minecraft. I finally got CSGO, and I just started making videos. And were they good? No! I named myself the King of Terror. I was a little demon guy, and I literally talk like this in every video because I thought people shouldn't listen to my cringy childhood voice. I was 13, mind you.
Sound like a fucking predator. What the fuck was that?
I know, it did a number on my vocal cords. It was...
Nobody wants to hear me die. You sound like fucking, like what I imagine Epstein sounded like, so...
Why do you gotta make me a pedophile at the age of 14? Like, come on.
My bad.
Anyways, and then I started playing with my friends, and we were at the point where we didn't want to have our names leaked because we were worried about it, and I didn't know how to edit, so it's like, unless the 8-minute clip with the Bandicam thumbnail at the top, I had to leave that there, unless, well, there was no choice. I couldn't edit that stuff out. And I didn't have money, but I had a lot of fun with it. And then eventually I worked on getting a better microphone. I got a desktop because I realized desktop is where it's at. I got better games, and then it kind of branched off from there. And I've been doing this since 2013 or early 2014, and it was rough. I was a kid. I didn't know what I was doing. And I would say around when YouTube started getting like massive into the gamers, like 2016, that's when I really started to get into it and like actually fall through with, like, I got Sony Vegas and I started editing better. I didn't use copyrighted music. And then in about like 2018, that's when I'd say I met Kieran. I was actually friends with Wild Oatmeal. He introduced me to Kieran. Me and Kieran, he's probably my best friend online. We just clicked and we like talk all the time. I've been there for him. He's been there for me. We're always strategizing. We always have the key time to play together. And it really is a shame he's not here. I could probably have him blushing right now. And we helped each other improve. That's when I was like, I got this. I can do this. I made videos, not only videos that I knew people wanted to see, but videos that I was just proud of, even if they didn't get attention. It was just something I wanted to make for myself and give me that satisfaction. So I made all kinds of things. I was trying new tricks. I posted videos of my cute little dog when she was around, and it was great. And then one day we met Salmon and a bunch of guys. Kieran introduced me to all of them, and we were hanging out. We made some videos. We still have that group chat somewhere where we post videos and whatnot, and we don't really do anything with it. But that, I was like, this Salmon guy, he's a cool guy. He kept saying orangutan a little too much, but he was chill.
I remember that.
And then
Salmon's our European gangster. He says shit that you'll just be like, what the fuck? Sounds like something you'd hear in Compton. Our favorite European says that shit. It's weird.
Yep. And throughout all the course of this, I always thought it'd be cool to be in a YouTuber group. Because Sky Does Minecraft, he was in something called Team Crafted, and for a few years, they were the top Minecraft guys, and it was just cool to see them together all the time. That way you didn't always have to watch the different guys. Then eventually they broke up. Then I got my friend showed me Mini Lad before he was a pedophile, and when he was actually like kind of entertaining. And I got to see I Am Wildcat, Jiggly Panda, the Vanos crew. I watched their group, and some of them have gone their own separate ways, but their group's one of the stronger ones. And so I realized it'd be really cool to be in this group. And I tried a few times, but we were young and stupid, and it could never stick. And then Kieran said, I want us to play at this guy named 51. I'm like, his name's 51? And I'm like, what kind of a fucking name's that? And he's like, no, he's really funny. And the first we met, and this 50 guy, he was a little overwhelming at first. And I was like, whoa, this guy's got a lot of energy. And then we just recorded that day, Rainbow Six Siege. We started talking about orgasms, and then we just lost our shit. And we were friends since. And then I got to know 50 better. He proposed this idea of the Gentleman's Club. And I was like, this could actually finally be my chance to not only have my own channel, but be a part of a brand channel where we're all helping each other grow, and we're a true team of friends who get along and make great content and all that biz whiz. And so, yeah, that's kind of where we are now. We're making this podcast, which I've been looking forward to this podcast for probably a year, ever since the idea was fucking proposed.
This is literally a year in the works. Like this is I swear to God, this has been a year long. So
yeah. And so just to what?
Before you continue, let's say something really cool. Okay. Everybody here, including Kieran, looked up to the Vanos crew. And
yeah.
Can we say this publicly? Like, are we allowed to announce this yet?
What what he does?
Yeah, what Kieran does, yeah.
We can say it. Well, I'll just cut it out if he says otherwise.
Okay. Well, we all looked up to the Vanos crew. That's why, that was literally the catalyst to what content we make now. Like, they took inspiration. Yeah. So, Kieran works for Moo now, one of the Vanos crew, one of the founding members of the Vanos crew. And
he's an editor for him.
They're chill. They're really cool. And that was probably one of the biggest fucking things that happened in the Gentleman Club. The fact that we had, Kieran, one of us had a direct conversation type beat with one of our heroes.
Yeah.
And that was a big moment.
We're really proud of him. Yeah.
Yeah, incredibly proud of him. I remember the coolest thing that happened was we met Kieran, and then you heard King touch on this a little bit, but that joke we made, that probably was one of the funniest fucking things I've ever said in my life, including with them. It was a 3-minute long joke, and we just kept building on it. Yeah. Usually jokes you have there's 3 parts of a joke, they don't last too long. That joke, it had setup, and then it was build up, and it got funnier with the fucking build up, and then the climax literally made me piss myself. I shit my pants, I had to go change. It was great. It was so funny. So
it was a funny time, yeah.
Yeah, and then me and Salmon, when Warzone first came out, we made a video, and this is mine and Salmon's clicking moment. We got in cars in Warzone, and Salmon, do you remember this? When we killed 30 or 40 people with cars only?
Yeah, it was a truck.
Yeah,
we drove a truck around, and then we tried to get a car inside a truck, trying to drive around killing more people.
We killed 40 people with a truck. We broke a Warzone record that day. Nice. And I mean, it was topped by now, but we broke the record for the most kills with a fucking truck let along, and it was the funniest day ever. We just laughed the entire time. It got so funny that some of the lobby, 4 or 5 cars were following us, and they weren't even in our fucking team. They were just behind us, killing people with us. It was really funny. And then Salmon's computer crashed.
Couldn't take all that hype.
Anyway, Salmon.
I wasn't done. Hey.
Okay.
I was gonna end on a high note, but geez, you gotta kill my thunder like that. 50.
Jesus, fuck it, do it.
I was just gonna say, to wrap things up before I was so rudely interrupted, that I've been really blessed with YouTube. Not only because it helped me it helped me grow as a person, helped me improve my talents. It made me enjoy video making and just being a creator. I like the idea of producing stuff that can have an effect on people and invoke emotion. I know it sounds like an artist thing, but it is art to a degree. We're creating a product that we can share with people and hopefully make their lives a little better. And so I've been really blessed to meet not only these wonderful members, although sometimes rude, guys that are in the Gentlemen's Club. They're really good friends, but I have probably half a dozen different groups of various YouTubers, whether they're friends in real life who I turned on to the product or just swell fellas that we may not all get along, but I've met some really great guys and I have a lot of online friends, and I think it's really helped me grow as a person and break free of my shell, not be so shy, and just want to improve humanity and see that there's a lot of people seeking the same thing that I want, and I hope we all get that someday. So now I'm done. Salmon, if you so please.
So, what's up, guys? My name's Salmon.
What's up, guy?
Hello.
YouTube.com/Salmon, you know the vibes. Okay.
We're half an hour in the podcast, Sam, you don't have to introduce it anymore.
Hey, it's fine, man. You know the vibes. Okay. My
He's
life
the
story.
Let's go.
What's good? So basically, when I was like, I don't know, in my early years, I was like, I don't know, like 12, maybe 11, 12. I got my first laptop. I was like, yo, this is so sick. Because I used to watch like, I don't know, I used to watch like Jacksepticeye when he was like the beginner coming up, PewDiePie, you already know. And then I was like, yo, I can do this myself. I'll try. So I got Bandicam. You know, watermark, the whole jazz.
Yeah.
And I had a game. I think I still remember it was like Blitz Brigade or something. And I tried to play that. That was horrible. I only had a touchpad, no mouse, no nothing. I was like just basic, only a laptop trying to play a game and trying to commentate. That was my first channel ever. I still remember the name, and it was HPER Venom 45. That was my first YouTube channel ever to this date. And so I went from that to then I got a console, which was an Xbox 360, and I started playing Halo, started playing, I don't know, GTA 5, started playing those, try to record that because I asked for a Elgato 60 for Christmas. So I got that and started recording that, and that was just like the beginning of my life for YouTube. I was like, yo, I have such quote unquote professional gear for YouTube. I was like, yo, this is so sick. I'm gonna start recording. It's gonna be so good. So I started recording that. That didn't go well at all because I had that shitty ass laptop trying to record something through a video card. That didn't go well. Uploaded that, didn't get any feedback because, you know, 0 subscribers, no advertisement, no nothing. That was a complete noob. Didn't do anything. And then I started playing Minecraft. This is where I actually started getting actual subs on another channel called Minigame. That was like my first name I ever had that like people would recognize me for. And I had this friend that would message me. I was in a group before, like a Minecraft clan. It was the cringiest thing that you have ever seen, but it was so fun. I still have one of the guys. I still have him as a friend. He's been my friend for like 4 years, 5 years now since I started playing Minecraft. He's still a really good friend. We still play time to time. He messaged me just like 50 did through YouTube and like asked me, yo, you want to join this clan? This clan is sick, you know. It's crazy. We have got all these creators in it. I mean, at the time I had like 50 subs. I just recorded really small Minecraft gameplays. I think you can still find it somewhere. It's called mini space game. You probably find it somewhere. Minecraft content that was like 2, 3, 4 years ago. I don't know. But I used to do that. And then I had another channel. After that, I stopped recording Minecraft after I moved from my original country to this one. Because I stopped recording. I was like, I'm getting older, switching schools and stuff, changing as a person. So I stopped doing YouTube completely from 2017, 2016 when I moved here. And then I got back into YouTube after school and shit. Said, you know what? I should start doing that more. It was fun. I had a lot of fun with it. I got a PC, a desktop. I was like, yo, let me start doing that again. Had a third channel called Leon. Had that. Recorded some really random games. It was really not important. It was just like me trying to get branch out, trying to, see what I can do with the video editing software and thumbnails and stuff. I did that, played Fortnite, and then I got to my current channel, which is Salmon, where 50 found me. We clicked because I don't know why we clicked. We just had some sort of vibe. I don't know. It was some special vibe, special connection.
Facts.
We just a connection that we just clicked. It was just I don't know how that happened. It was just perfect moment at the perfect time, immediate connection. And then when I started talking to 50, he started saying like, you should meet these other guys that I know. And I was like, ooh, who are these guys? And then I think I met Kieran first when we played Rainbow Six. I got introduced to Kieran first. We played like 1 or 2 games before I started recording, and then Oatmeal came along for that first recording, and then we recorded that. I was super awkward. I didn't know what the hell I was supposed to do. I've never talked to anybody that's like above like 5,000 subs or anything. I was like, yo, this is crazy. And then what happened after? I met King.
Yep.
I met King. And I was like, yo, this guy sounds kind of a little young. I don't know how old he is, but now I figured out he's 20. But at the time, I thought he was like 14, 15. I was like, yo, this guy sounds a little young. But he was also a really cool guy. We also clicked. Same with Kieran. We were just immediate connection. That's why our group is such a good group, because we have so many good friends. We all click all together, even though if it's one of us together or 4 of us or everybody. And then I remember that the summer I disappeared for like 2 months. I had a really dark time in my life. Don't want to go into detail. It was just really fucking shit. I drank a lot of alcohol. Fucking depressing as hell. I was alone. The whole summer I was alone, except when I was recording with the boys. That kept me sane and not feeling that I was alone in this world.
Here.
Because I was really depressing times, and every time I jumped in the call, I was like, yo, these guys make me feel so much better. And then every time I would end the call, I would be like, fuck, I feel like shit now. But now we're here, Gentlemen's Club. You know the vibes. We're gonna grow as a whole team. We're gonna destroy every other podcast out there. Fuck all your podcasts.
Yeah, fuck
We're
you,
gonna
Joe
destroy it. We're gonna fuck Joe Rogan. Hey man, if you're listening, if you ever listen to this shit, fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you, Joe Rogan. Kill yourself.
What the hell?
Logan Paul, if you're listening to this, I hope Floyd kills you so we can take over the YouTube #1 spot.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah. He needs to sit down. You stop your podcast shit. Nobody listens to that shit. You're like number 57 on the charts.
Yeah, nobody cares, all right? You're literally going to be in the same place as that dude that you filmed hanging from a tree.
This is our first podcast. Nobody cares about us yet either, so.
Hey, you don't know, man. This is the first podcast. We just fucking pop off.
Yeah, we got to pop off, bro. We got to talk. So anyway, the thing Salmon was trying to say is there's a structure here. And outside of YouTube, which we all click on YouTube, we also click outside of YouTube, which a lot of these groups you see, I'm not going to name any groups, but I've heard that there's a business element of it and there's not a friend element of it, or there's a friend element of it and the business part falls apart. We got incredibly lucky because not only do we all think the same, but we all have the same goals. We all have the same, ambitions and what we want to do with this. And we all work in like, I don't know, the way I can compare this to a machine. We're all cogs in the machine and we all do our own part. We're just a good group of people. But now that I got to say that, I apologize for how depressing my was compared to theirs. Salmon, start speaking your native language.
What the hell do I say, yo?
I say subscribe to the Gentleman Club.
Yo, alle sammen, nå må dere subscribe til Gentleman Club. Vi er så kule, du vet det. Vi skal gjøre kjempemye i fremtiden. Vi skal også være veldig retarded, som vi alle sammen er.
I think it's hilarious that you could be saying the worst stuff about us and we just don't know.
Yeah. I didn't know he could speak another language. I just
know he could speak another language. I didn't either. I thought it was like he just knew English. What was that?
I gotta brush up on my Ukrainian, but next podcast I could probably do it too.
I'm gonna download Audible.
That's Norwegian for you.
You speak Norwegian?
Yeah, that's where I'm from.
Yeah, he's Norwegian.
What the hell?
I thought Europe.
Well, he's
Europe is not a country.
Yeah, He's European, but he's also Norwegian, so.
Norwegian is not part of Europe either.
I'm kidding. Well,
So wait, you're not European?
Well, technically no, but I'm like half. If you consider it, we're part. Like Norway is like part of Europe. We're like held in the hand of Europe.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
This entire time I
he's
called
the
you my
balls
favorite
that Europe
European.
cups. He's the balls that Europe cups. You know, nice and cozy right there.
Yeah,
This
we get a
last
lot of support
year-
from countries.
I thought I called you my favorite European, and you never once corrected me.
Yeah, I just want to be nice, man.
I just want to be nice, man. I'm not gonna correct you. I don't want you to look like the dumbass for calling me the wrong thing.
Oh, good God, that was all right. So yeah, that's us. So now we're gonna share our favorite experiences with each other.
Oh, when 50 spread his cheeks for me. That's gotta be.
I am an illegal adult now.
Yeah, you are, which means I can say it and get away with it.
Oh God. Oh God.
It's true.
Oh,
say,
no.
say my name more. Yeah.
To be fair, that what the fuck you have a
You're
secret
saying
trip over there?
God, and so.
Oh, all right. Now we're gonna share some of our funny stories with what the fuck we bonded with each other. So there was this one time that I was playing with these guys and they had no idea about this, and I shit myself in the middle of the recording session. We were playing Siege, all of us, every single one of us.
I don't recall this happening.
But I didn't tell either of you because I was just sitting there and then it happened and I just kept playing. So
Well, that's the shortest and most bizarre story I was expecting for this podcast. So
you should get okay. Okay, so like I think that we all are preparing for how random this shit will get when we get into later episodes because we'll go off on tangents. We could be talking about literally like politics and then go into fucking like the Galactic Federation.
except
Speaking of that,
my
speaking of
Galactic
the-
Federation.
let's talk about the Galactic Federation for a minute since we have.
All right, Hayden Christensen's gonna be in the new Star Wars Obi-Wan movie, and I'm looking forward to it. They're bringing Vader back, baby.
Okay, retard. That's not what I meant. I meant
That's
like
the Galactic Federation.
the Galactic Federation was announced by the Israeli governor or something like one of the old Israeli government officials. He said for the last like 100 years or so he worked in, there has been a Galactic Federation that has been in touch with the USA and the Israeli government. Not only that, but there is a moon base inside Mars where a bunch of citizens from each country in the world are like in there and like, you know, interacting with the Galactic fucking Federation.
Yeah, Star Wars.
No, it's, I mean, yeah, I don't know. Like,
Lightsaber.
I mean, like, let's think about that for a minute, though. All right, let's think about how shit the world would go if there actually was, like, alien life that contacted the USA.
Well, it
Keep in
depends.
mind-
Are they hostile or not?
No, that doesn't depend on shit. There was a global pandemic and motherfuckers were in the streets rioting in the thousands. Not only that, all right, people bought almost their life savings worth of toilet fucking paper, all right?
Okay, out of everything that has happened to us, like people rioting over who's president, whatnot, people complaining about how pandemics are handled, let's push all that to the side because I really don't want to get political here, but I do want to address the absolute stupidity of people buying their life's worth of toilet paper. Like, just the fact that the chaos that descended from, oh no, we're in the middle of a pandemic, people are getting sick, everything's shutting down, this is really bad. The millions of people are going, I gotta stock up on toilet paper.
It's not even just that, but like, how hard did they wipe? Like, did they rub skin off? Because that's like a lot of toilet paper, dude. I could have one roll and last for like 3 weeks on my
Every
own.
store is out, and then stores started putting limits. Like, sorry, sir, you can't buy more than 2 things of toilet paper. And it's like, before the pandemic, I bought one at a time. Then when I ran out and had like 1 roll left, I'd buy another one. Now people are going into stores, they're buying out the store's supply before there were limits, and then they like sell the shit for like twice as much as it's worth, which is sick, by the way. When you buy shit in stock and then you sell it for like 3 times what it goes for, you are a terrible person, and I hope you stub your toe in the morning.
Do you know how stupid you have to be to resell toilet paper for more than it's worth? Do you know?
But in the middle of a pandemic, people probably were going for it, or because it was, oh, I gotta get my hands on toilet paper. It's like, you know, you could use like a towel and then clean off the towel even if you didn't have toilet paper, or you could ball up tissues even, or something. You know, we're human beings. We are intelligent enough to think of ways around toilet paper. Just the fact that I told my parents, I'm like, if the world goes to shit and and the apocalypse starts, Toilet paper will become the new currency. I guarantee it. That's what'll happen. It's like,
Am I the only one that found a way around this?
Yeah, use your hand.
ew.
No, hey, it's the big brain move. Instead of buying toilet paper, you know what? Paper towels. They have extra grip. If you buy those extra large ones that are fucking huge, you put that next to your toilet, use one piece of that, and you fold it 4 times, and that's your toilet paper, bruh. You fold it again
I feel
to
like that would hurt,
wipe
though,
a
'cause
second
it's-
time.
Yeah, that would hurt a
rude.
lot.
It
That,
is
that
rude.
would-
No. You can
Would
buy
cut
the
your booty
extra
hole.
soft. You can buy the extra soft. I bought the extra soft. I have a fucking life supply of fucking 1 roll. That's like extra large, and then I just use that.
You
as a
guys did
kitchen
this.
roll.
I just wore diapers.
Or
Well,
you can buy just like a fucking water sprayer that Japanese people use.
Yeah,
So
get one of
you're
those.
telling me if
toilets.
we ever got a team house and I walked in on you and like you and kicked a fuck immediately, I'm kicking you out of the house. If I see a hose up your ass, you're done. You're done.
That's
for.
not a hose. It's
50,
like a
I'm
water
kicking you.
sprayer.
I'm throwing you through the window if I see you in a diaper. I mean, no one's clean here. So
Oh, we're gonna be a fucking mess. King's gonna be out there with like maxi pads for his toilet paper. Kieran's just not ever gonna
No,
use.
I'm
the
gonna
bathroom.
use puppy
Salmon-
pee pads. I'm going to shit on the floor and stare you all in the eye when I do it.
Like, there's gonna be like brand ambassadors coming to the house. I'm gonna be walking around in a diaper. King's gonna be shitting on the floor. Sam's gonna have a water hose up his ass. Kieran's just gonna be like, "What the fuck is going
Are you
on?"
kidding me? Kieran's probably
Kieran's
gonna
gonna be
poo
the most
upside down or
professional there.
something. No, he won't be. No, he'll be professional when people come to the house, but that's because he'll have someone blowing him, so he'll only like open the door where they can't see his lower half or something. Like it'll
that's
descend
true.
into madness. I'm not living with you people. I've said it before.
No. If we ever made enough money and like a brand like bought us a house, we would have to like actually do that. I feel like it'd be such a fun experience. Like, fuck the Phase House or the Sway House or whatever. The Gentleman Club house will probably be the most chaotic thing you'll ever see in your life.
Well, yeah, we need stripper poles in every room because that'll go with the theme of the gentleman club. So.
Speaking of
Hey.
that, how did hookers and pimps survive during the COVID pandemic? Like, did you ever think about that? I
What do you
tweeted this.
mean? Because everyone's on unemployment. They're still making money, and since everyone's more depressed than usual, they're probably using them more than ever. So
Yeah, but like the cops, like at least in America, were like a high of like making sure people were indoors and shit. So there wouldn't be like street workers.
that's
What
why
it-
you
it-
call the you call like they all joined
Strippers
escort
are in
services.
hazmat suits.
Oh god.
Problem solved.
Oh Jesus.
Hey, you dirty boy! I gotta make sure you don't get infected.
Now you gotta put your hand over your mouth so it sounds like it.
The fucking noise.
Hey. You're kind of cute. You want to see what I look like with only this helmet on?
Oh god, that's great.
I just ordered Net Chicks. They're the reason Boxbuster went out of business. So
I'm pretty sure that's a Family Guy joke.
it is, and I'm not ashamed of it.
I'm pretty sure I saw that on Family Guy. Oh god.
I just looked outside and the FedEx truck was out there, and it made me think of like purchasing like a package and having a hot chick shipped to you. That's why. And then it just Family Guy. Next podcast, King talks about Family Guy for 2.5 hours straight.
Oh, Family Guy is such an inspiration for my sense of humor. It really is.
In diddly do.
I never watched that.
What the fuck?
You're missing out.
was
I mean, well,
Simpsons.
it sucks now, but it was good in its heyday. So
Dude, Family Guy was iconically funny. There would be some moments where
50, you keep cutting out.
I am. Can you still hear me, Daddy?
Now I can hear you. Son.
Yes.
Oh, sorry about that.
You literally said it was my childhood, and then I heard like
Whoopsie.
nothing. So
Whoopsie. But, you know, like, you guys need to worry about this, all right? We got 10 minutes left in the podcast, but I want to talk for a minute. What the fuck?
sorry, I got scared. We have 10 minutes left.
Oh, God.
We're running out of time. The clock is ticking down. What else can we talk about?
Okay, so pretty much I turned 18 today. I'm a legal adult, and that means adult money.
That means I can finger your asshole and it's okay.
I mean, technically, yeah, but we're not going to try that. But pretty much, I have adult money. So I'm going to buy Salmon a pulsating vibrator and send it to his house.
Go!
I'm,
He's happy about that.
I haven't felt the gentle touch of, like, Lasix in a really long time.
50, if you're not gonna let me do it to you, could you spend your money for me on one of those like replicated asses? And so it's like, but make it in the shape of yours. Like they can do that, and then just ship me a fluffy like version of your butt.
I know. But am I going to try this?
Don't actually do it. I was being funny. I don't. If an ass comes to my house, I'm probably gonna get kicked out. So
Yeah, if there was like an 18-year-old friend of mine and I sent like a giant model asshole. I feel like your mom would have more questions than answers, and then she would never speak to you again. At least I wouldn't if I was a parent. Like, can you just imagine you had like a kid, right? And then one day they go check the mail, right? And there's this giant package, and you think it's like clothing or something, and it's just like a direct model, like direct replica of one of their best friends online's asshole. I like, I would never speak to my son again, like ever. Like
I
that
would
motherfucker
ask
was
him
dead to me.
why, and if I believed his story that it was a prank, then maybe.
You tell me how that's a prank. The level of thought and care and time that would have to go in such a gift. That's
50.
not a prank.
I've seen several controversial, popular prank videos. One of a guy thinking his best friend got shot, and one of a guy marrying his 45-year-old friend's mother and becoming his stepdad, even though he's younger than him.
I saw that video.
I've seen
David Dobrik, the world
yes,
saw that video.
and that's only 2 video references. There's a lot of messed up pranks out there. Okay.
Yeah, but like 95% of them are fake, just like Tana Mojo's tits.
Okay, you know what? 50.
Facts.
Maybe you're fake news. Heyo.
See, this is why we think you're kind of a woman.
The hell is that? Because I said heyo.
Hey, yo, yeah, it's just like it's like
Listen,
your
girl,
voice
if you
went
want more
off.
of this sexy voice, you're gonna have to stay tuned to the next podcast. Sorry.
Sound like a 50-year-old Brooklyn hooker.
Sounds like every
I'm
hooker
not
in
gonna
Europe.
dignify that with an actual response. Moving
There's
on.
hookers in Europe. Hold on, no, we're not moving on. There's hookers in Europe.
There's hookers everywhere.
Yes. Hookers
Like,
everywhere, bro.
I guarantee you there are women in Australia dressed like animal handlers with their tops completely open. I guarantee it. So that might
I
just
love
be
how we
coming
all
from the
thought of.
heat,
You
but-
can't tell me we all didn't think of Australia as an example.
I did.
I did too. Immediately, I was gonna say Australia.
You know that, I guarantee you they're Eskimos, and the more layers they put on, the hotter it gets. Get it? Because they're putting on more layers of clothing.
Yeah, I got it.
He starts laughing anyway after I
You don't
explain
need to explain it.
Oh Jesus Christ!
is our Lord and Savior. Moving on, has anyone read our Lord and Savior of the Holy Bible? Now, when you examine it closely,
Okay. I object heavily. All right. First off, we designed the
Catholic.
gentleman club to be
I'm a
like a
Catholic.
derivative of strip clubs. Therefore, we're not breaking the Bible. Oh fuck, the Bible.
The rid of it. Wait.
you're both getting tongue-tied now.
We're-
I bring up
we're the
religion, and
deri-
God is
we are
silencing
the
you.
derivative of strip club. Where the fucking strippers at? Where the guys at?
Us.
In America, it's called the gentleman club, right? Because gentlemen go to watch strippers. That's what strip clubs are called, gentleman clubs.
Oh, I thought we were an escort service, and we just
Did we not have a 3-day long meeting?
No, we
about
never
this?
had a group meeting until now. So
Yeah, we've never had a group meeting.
you've literally come
never
to
had
each
a
of us
group
one
meeting?
by one. Never.
Well, I do it so it's more interactive, and then I get all your opinions, and then throw them out the fucking window.
Well, we need all 4 of us in a call together to discuss the future of this group. I'm starting to think you're not fully committed, 50.
What is this, a marriage? Shut up.
Yeah, I'm divorcing your ass.
Oh God! Wow, that's great.
We've-
Well, anyways,
kick
Sam,
it up?
let's talk about your sexual experience from earlier.
I don't think he
Hey.
wants that on the podcast.
Well,
If
we're talking.
girls don't suck dick, don't come to my house. I'm telling you.
This is some facts.
Get
This
the
is some
fuck
facts.
out of here, bro.
All right, Salmon,
Oh,
tell
I'm
me.
making
shit.
that the first clip.
All right, Salmon, I want you to elaborate. Why?
I'm
Why?
elaborating hard on this. Okay. So basically, this girl, the vibes, coronavirus, we can't get laid anyway. So I'm like, yo, let's do it. And she's like, okay. She comes to my house, the vibes. We go in bed and we're like, yo, we're gonna start. Okay. I go full out. I go like full, all cards on deck, like every single card.
All card.
Full house.
It's all hands on deck for the record.
All hands down. Shut the fuck up. I'm not American. And then, so I go full out. I'm like all up in that bitch. 150%.
Oh shit.
I receive 0.5% of what I gave. No blowjob. No blowjob. No goddamn. Didn't even touch my dick. Fuck am I supposed to work with?
Your imagination, Salmon. Welcome to America. This is how women treat us daily.
Am I supposed to work with?
Yeah.
No, if you give me no blowjob, I can't. That's like a part of the experience. That's like my favorite part of the experience.
Salmon
The
goes to
only
work
thing I
on her like a
have is
freaking
two-
rototiller, and
6,000.
she won't even grate him with a rake.
Wait a minute. All right. How did you kick her out of your house?
I politely said, "Get the fuck out my house."
He politely said, "If you're not sucking, get to walking."
If you're not sucking, get the fucking out, bro. Come on.
Oh, come on, mine was better than that.
Oh, shut the fuck up, King.
You shut the fuck up.
It was so
Yeah.
trash. I'm telling you.
I can.
150%. She went 0.5. I can't.
Well, did you make her explode down there? Did you do it?
Yes, I did.
Oh, well then, yeah, she's a bitch.
Yeah, fuck her, kill herself.
Unless you agree prior to the exchange that only one of you is getting the enjoyment out of these
That
proceedings.
was supposed to be me. That was supposed to be me. That was the whole reason.
Oh, well, okay, well, and she didn't do anything for you, so that's
She
what I'm
did
getting
fuck
at.
all.
Unless it's like, Han, I don't want to, and it's like, no, it's fine, it's all about you, and like the one partner's totally cool with doing all the work, that's one thing. But if you don't agree to that, then it should be kind of a give and take situation and
Listen,
no
this is how she
metaphorical
told me.
sense.
This is how she told me she was not gonna suck my dick. I was like, "Yo, you should use that mouth somewhere else." And she was like, "Okay." And I was like, "You gonna go down?" I was like, "Oh, I thought you meant on your neck." And I was like, "No, I meant my dick." And she's like, "Oh, I don't suck dick." I'm like, "What the fuck you doing in my house?"
Oh, gee, okay. See, now it's that kind of talk that makes men go, "I hear your brother," and "Hey, high five you," and it makes women look at you and not want to suck your dick. Then, so because you're outright saying, "What are you doing in my house if you're not gonna do it?" So.
No, I didn't say that to her because I didn't want to be mean. I don't want to seem like a fucking like a dickhead, you know.
Yeah,
But like,
your dick's not getting any head, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Snuffed the entire fucking hour.
Oh,
Hour and a half.
He lost an hour of
Wait
his
a minute.
life.
It was an hour and a half, and you thought till the
I
very
didn't
end.
get fucking shit.
He's so mad.
You should have heard him before you joined. He was going off. He's like, "This is stupid." Oh, well.
I ordered McDonald's and I got more enjoyment from eating that shit, bruh.
Honestly, Salmon, your best friend's your right or left hand at this point. Just forego the women.
Man, I need some big booty, big titty bitch coming up. Give me the Gluck Look 9000 up like by
What
the
the?
next week,
Jeez,
bro.
I don't know how much of this we could put in the podcast. I thought we wanted this to be tame.
No.
No.
No, we're an hour in. We can say whatever we want. It was very.
Yeah,
But-
our watch time's gonna be like 15 minutes. So.
If it's like that long, damn. But
Damn.
people are gonna be listening. Oh, damn. So,
Damn.
all right, guys. We're closing on the Gentleman Club podcast. We're going to start telling all our social medias. We want you guys to go to subscribe to them, watch our actual channels, and tune in because there's going to be a podcast every single Saturday from this point on.
We are committing to this. Watch our individual channels, watch our individual videos, watch our group videos. We make pretty good content, and we need you to support us so we can improve and support you. This is how it works. We want to put smiles on your face, but we need you to watch. So tell us what you like, tell us what you don't like, and we want to be the best in the business.
We are the best in the business.
I turned this
Fuck
into like a wrestling promo. I'm sorry.
Fuck you, Joe Rogan. Anyway, so back to what I was saying. Okay. Every single Saturday at 2 p.m. Eastern Pacific time, there will be a podcast uploaded where you get to see our beautiful faces and read our beautiful lips. Therefore,
Well, we're not actually showing our faces.
shut the fuck up. You know what I meant. So, go subscribe to King's Nerd Cave. Link in description.
I don't give a
Thank you.
fuck if I show my face, bruh. I can be on the puck. I can be the front screen. I'll talk the whole time.
Nah. We can't make you front screen. You have 100 subs. Go subscribe to.
This is fucking bullshit.
Okay, that's like 3 times you've hit him with that one. I think you're going overboard with the joke, 50.
I have to. I'm sorry. I bully him the most. Go subscribe to Salmon's channel so we can get him past 100 subs. Go subscribe. I'm sorry.
Don't subscribe to 50 because he has the most subs here and we need to catch up to him, so.
Go subscribe to 50. I'm almost at 2,000 subscribers. We're about 300 away. Let's try to hit it before the end of the
go
year.
subscribe to Kieran X Games 105. Even though he's not here, he'll be here next time, and he is like the nicest person out of the 4 of us.
Kieran
fucking
is
teddy bear.
he is a teddy bear, but he is the devil when he wants to be. So keep that in mind because we're hyping him up to be this really, really nice human being, and he is. He's very angel-like, but we're content creators, and he goes overboard with jokes.
He's like a one-winged angel, kind of
Yeah,
wicked on the inside.
yeah, like like a droopy eye and stuff, barely flies and just runs around. But they're like still an angel, but like not really. You know what I mean? So
So he's a mentally challenged angel, is what you're getting at, because the
yeah,
way you
he's
just
a
described him.
yeah, he's a retarded. He looks like Sloth out the Goonies, but with one wing. So, okay, this has been the Gentleman Club podcast. We'll see you next week.
Ta-ta!
My dick.